Alright, we're still working on the antlers and the top of the head here. I'm just going to go from one side to the other and show you how this is done. It's pretty much of a gap in between the two, so don't worry about taking too much of this portion off in the center. It's okay. This is where the antlers are going to be, so it's not going to be too crazy. See, I'm starting to come through the other side. You know what we could do too? Let me just spray it a bit. It might help it. You don't want to overspray it if you can help it, because it can check or crack on you when it dries. So you don't want to soak it to death. Simply because there is that possibility if you use the spray solution that can happen. But you know, for the most part, I haven't had a lot of problems with it. I have, and it does happen, but there's always a way of fixing that, either super glue or wood filler. You certainly don't want to go that route if you don't have to. That's why you want to be careful using too much of it. Okay, let's see where the head is. Okay, that's much lower. Let's take this down just a tad. Okay, good. We're going to bring his head down a little bit and an angle so it looks like it has an angle going down, because I think that will work just fine. Alright, I'm going to bring his face in a little bit. We're not going to do the face quite yet, but you have the idea. We've got it shaped up pretty well. I'm pretty happy with what we have here. And the horns on the calves too, when we had steers here, it was always towards the front of the head, not in the middle of his head, but the ears are right alongside it, actually behind it on some of them. It depends how they were holding their ears. If they're holding them up like this, it would be in the back. See where we at here. Okay, we're going to keep digging this out. There's still plenty of room here to go. There we go. I think we're through the other side. Yep. You can see how long it took to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just bring this down to there, and I'm going to try to. There we go. Perfect. Alright, the head's coming through there pretty good. It's pretty even to where the back of the head is. And then we're going to do the ears much deeper yet. Alright, that looks good. Looks good. Alright, so we're through that portion. Way too big yet, but let's figure out how we're going to do the ears here. The ears are really going to come down. This is really going to be cut out in the back of this ear here. We're going to bring this up and around. Bring this antler down all the way to the front here. You'll see me switch knives from time to time. I do that sometimes if I think the knife is getting a little bit dull. It's nice to have another knife sitting there ready to go, especially when I'm filming, because I want to make sure I get all this right here. This is going to come down much, much further. There we go. Its heads are small, they're not real big. Alright, we do the same thing over here. We're going to start working our way across a little further, up a little further on the head. The body really will need to be shaped differently. Okay, we're still going to be working on that, and you know, we're not near down where I should be here. And we're going to bring up his face line a little further, right there. Okay, we're going to bring that up a little further as well. Worry about rounding stuff off a little bit later, putting the face in and all that. But, you know, all this needs to come down a little bit more yet.